You know, the device you're probably watching this on right now, the tool that runs, well, pretty much everything, from our coffee makers to the entire global financial market, we completely take it for granted. But here's the thought. The computer might just be the most powerful and maybe the most perilous invention in all of human history.
So that gets us to the big question for this explainer. Is this incredible device your greatest tool, giving you power you couldn't have imagined a century ago? Or is it your biggest vulnerability, exposing you to risks you never even had to think about before? Okay, let's dive in and unpack this. First things first, we have to get our heads around just how deep computers are woven into our lives. I mean, they're not just on our desks anymore. They are, quite literally, everywhere.
At its core, a computer is actually a pretty simple idea. It's an electronic device that takes in some data and input, chews on it for a bit, and then spits out a result. But here's the magic. It's the ability to do that simple thing at mind-boggling speeds that has completely reshaped our world.
And you can see that impact so clearly here. From schools and medical labs to the legal system and every single company you interact with, computers are the engine that makes it all go. We've built our entire modern society on this foundation, and now our dependency on it is, well, it's total. Absolutely total.
So let's talk about why we did that. What makes this tool so irresistible? Well, you could say it basically grants us superpowers, real abilities that go way beyond our natural human limits.
And here they are, our digital superpowers, all laid out. We're talking about incredible speed for calculations, perfect accuracy every single time, a flawless memory with massive storage, the versatility to be a calculator 1 second and a movie studio the next, the power of automation for boring tasks, and a diligence that just never, ever gets tired. Now this right here, this idea of diligence is fascinating. Think about it. A person gets tired, they get bored, they start making mistakes. A computer? It can run thousands of complex calculations for hours and hours, and the very last one will be just as accurate as the very first. Now that is a superpower. And here's another one, the power of remembering. A computer's memory is, for all practical purposes, permanent. It only forgets something if we specifically tell it to. It can hold entire libraries of information, just waiting for us to ask. But, you know, every superpower has a price. For every incredible advantage, there's a dark side, a consequence that we have to deal with for having all this power at our fingertips. And we can really break these risks down into 2 buckets. On a personal level, you've got new kinds of health issues from staring at screens all day, and of course the constant threat of our private data being stolen. But on a societal level, the stakes get even higher. We're talking sophisticated online cybercrimes, crippling virus and hacking attacks, serious environmental effects from making and powering all these devices, and the lightning-fast spread of harmful content. It's a pretty long list. Let's just focus on cybercrime for a second. The very same connection that lets businesses and governments run so well also throws the door wide open for fraud, for identity theft, and for privacy violations on a scale we've never seen before. And then you've got viruses and hacking. These aren't just little annoyances. These are basically digital weapons. They're malicious programs built to steal vital information, to damage infrastructure, and to completely destroy entire networks. The right attack on the right system could bring our world to a grinding halt. So you've got these amazing powers on one hand and these terrifying risks on the other. What's the deciding factor in all this? Well, the most important thing to remember about a computer is that it's not actually in control. The user is.
So here's the core idea. A computer has no IQ. It just does what it's told. Now, from one point of view, that's a huge advantage. It will carry out a task perfectly without asking questions or getting distracted. But look at the flip side of that same coin. The exact same feature, having no IQ, is also its biggest weakness. It can't make its own decisions. It has no idea if an instruction is good or bad, helpful or harmful. It just does. And this slide just lays out that central paradox perfectly. It's a blessing because it follows tasks without question, but it's a curse because its functioning depends entirely on us, on a person telling it what to do. Its greatest strength is, and always will be, its greatest weakness. So where does that leave us? This whole paradox puts all of the responsibility right on our shoulders, which brings us to our final takeaway here, our digital choice. So this is what it all boils down to. A computer has no feelings. It has no intelligence. It only does what we tell it to do. And that means its ultimate impact. Whether it builds a better world or causes unimaginable harm, that's all on us.
The computer is really just a mirror. It reflects the intentions of whoever is using it. It has no feelings, no IQ of its own. But we do. And that leaves us with the most important question of all. What are we going to tell it to do next?